Each stage is associated with a sphere of the serpentary tree of weird and has some attributions, some occult, some psychological, and some symbolic. For example, the first stage is the sphere of the moon and is associated with quartz, the alchemical process, calcination, the word Nox, and the 3 tarot cards, 18 moon, 15 Lucifer, and 13 death. Each sphere is regarding as tripartite in nature, representing the unconscious aspect, the ego aspect, and the self aspect. These aspects represent the gradual evolution of the energy of the sphere, since each sphere may be regarded as archetypical in nature. 3 tarot cards showing the aspects of the archetype. Appendix 1 gives the details of the 7 spheres, their attributions, and so on. Isis is essentially a means which enables an understanding of the forces associated with each sphere and experiencing of those forces as they are in themselves, enabling what Jungian psychology understands as the withdrawing of projections. This withdrawing creates the self-form and the ego. It is an expansion of individual consciousness and represents what is often known as enlightenment. The means of Sphaius are the grade rituals associated with each sphere in the star game. The grade rituals are practical tasks, essentially twofold in nature. The first part consists of a series of studies, meditations, and the achievements of certain personal goals specified according to the sphere associated with the particular grade rituals, while the second part is a performance by the individual of a very specific ritual. This ritual is simple in both form and content. Ritual here means a method of understanding something in which the details are faithfully repeated. Faithful repetition is important because by following the protocure, exactly the required changes in consciousness are produced. In the early stages, the sevenfold way is easy, but it gradually becomes more difficult, demanding a great deal of commitment. Genuine adeptship and enlightenment must be worked for. They are attained by the individual and never given as gifts. The first 2 stages may be said to represent a confrontation with the shadow aspect of the psyche of the individual, and an integration of this aspect followed by transcendence, giving thus a new synthesis. The third stage may be said to be a confrontation with what Jung called the anima or animus, the power and fascination of love, eros. The fourth stage represents the emergence of the self from a fusion of ego and unconscious. The fifth stage represents the development within the individual of wisdom and understanding beyond the self. Each stage has an alchemical process associated with it, representing the means and the insight attained. For example, the process for the second sphere, Mercury, separation, and the form this takes is indulgence. A great ritual associated with this stage is a sense of symbolic representation, in psychological terms of the alchemical process. Excuse me. Those who wish to follow the sevenfold way should undertake the grade rituals in order, beginning with that of the first sphere, initiation. Each stage of the sevenfold way provides you with both personal, example, emotional, and magical experiences. And these experiences are consolidated during the next stage. In short, stages provoke by their nature self-insight, and this insight is a gradual process of learning.